Welcome all. My name is Lalit. I'm currently talking with you from Germany.
So myself, Mahesh, and if I have to, tell you about the journey of the test drive.
It is to begin in confusion and to end in precision.
You have to minimize. You can't stop change from happening. What we can do in our lives is, what is the impact of a change? Can we minimize the impact of a change?
It's also true that you are the most important person in business life only if you are adding revenue or profits, plus you're professional, ethical, and humane.
Simply, it is the possibility of a negative or an undesirable outcome.
Stick to basics. Don't run behind fancy stuff. Don't run behind technical jargon.
So QA testers will influence how citizens experience empathy in machines.
Your testing is not going to get replaced by automation testing. I strongly believe that automation testing should only be covered for all the regression, the repetitive things that you are doing to do the cross-browser and everything. But your exploratory testing is where you're going to use your testing minds.
You might be a super rock star in testing, but if you can't communicate well, I am sorry, your career will be cut short by half.
Everybody is testing. There's one big problem right now in continuous testing is analytics.
We often confuse testing with the tester. Testing is changing. It would continue to change. It has always changed. We should not confuse our own future with the future of testing.
People are using AI as an excuse to wake up and solve the fundamental testing problems that they were supposed to solve even without AI.
Ordinary is a very complicated word. You know why? Because ordinary is the hardest.
What you want to learn. I know it's very general and you're like, what are you talking about? Can you not give me like one thing that I should learn? I think people need to sit and think what excites them, what makes them happy. And whatever they come up with, they should start there because that is what's going to stick.
In the professional context, when I'm deeply immersed into doing something, maybe an article I'm writing, maybe an act of testing, maybe some discussion with somebody, maybe some other creative work, slowly now learn to get into that state more deliberately. And that takes practice. And that to me is a power that cannot be taught from a book. It is something that you figure out.
They're looking for ways to get a competitive edge. And the way they're looking to do that is through a lot of this AI technology.
We saw one of the bugs, but we'll focus on HTTP headers and how to find things that really matter when we talk about security just by looking into HTTP headers.
But the real cost of your tool isn't the cost to purchase it, it's the cost that you invest in.
Analytics is the air that the products breathe.
The ingredient of my recipe. Questions.
So it does take discipline, and not just from one individual, but from the entire team. And probably that's why it's so difficult to achieve as well.
This is one of my advices to you is you have to practice explaining risks and issues in stakeholder terms. I really advise you to become a quality advocate for your stakeholder because...
Well, I guess when you get a lot of input and a lot of impetus, and you've got an imperative to get this problem fixed, you learn to exercise all kinds of different muscles. Namaste to all of you.
To be honest, is it the time to say goodbye? This is a promise of meeting again next year. Man zeigt sich immer zweimal im Leben. Visitors or participants from over 40 countries, if I'm not wrong, and look at those numbers, oh my goodness.